Hello traders, hope you had a nice long weekend. Let us again get back to the charts and see what we have for this week and for tomorrow. So since we are at the end of the quarter, I would like to take a look at the quarterly chart. So on the quarterly chart, if we see here, there are 4 quarters which have gone up strong, although there are wicks which have started appearing on the top. But these 4 continuous bars is telling me that even if we pull back a little, there is a chance that we will still get up to this high, and then we will see whether we are going up higher. If we look at the ATR on the quarterly chart is around 600 points. So if we are going up from here 5660 or 5600, 5700, we will go and touch somewhere between 7200 and 7300. And if we are starting a fall on this side, then we can come down to the 5000 area, at least to this double top breakout area, which is at 4824. So what if the price comes back here, there is a good chance that the price will bounce from here again and try to get back to the tops as far as the quarterly chart is concerned. One more thing that I would like to see here is these are the last year's charts, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that got us to around 1000 points to the upside, 1037 points. And then we started the next year right from here. So if we are trying to get around 1000 points from here again, we will see that we are already at the top, right? So 1037 points ends at 5761. So there is a probability that this quarter price stops right there. If we look at the yearly chart as well, if we look at the yearly chart as well, 1:1 of this particular bar is going to get us to 5881 towards the end of the year. However, if we consider this whole pullback and try to get a 1:1 of that, then we are coming around to 6147. So all in all, looking at this particular chart right now, looking at the quarterly chart, at the yearly chart, when we just have one more quarter left, starting September, we can actually get that another 600-700 points long. And if the Santa rally comes into existence towards the beginning or the middle of December, there is a big chance that we can get to that at least the 6000 level by the end of this year. So let us now take a look at the monthly chart. So on the monthly chart, we see that the last month ended quite bullish after going down so much. It came back up and it closed pretty bullish. We are above the high of the last month's close at this point, which was at 5660. And if we keep going up higher, this 5684 line will be the first area where it will hit the midpoint of the channel. I would consider the 80 to 85 area completely. And if we keep going above that, we will mostly hit this 5721, which is the previous high or the previous extreme. So we broke out of this channel, and now the market will try to go and get a new extreme that may get a double top here, or if we cross up higher, we can even reach the top of this channel, which will be around 5911, 5913 area, right? On the downside, if we get down this 5638 area, we know the 5638 to 5640 area has been an area of resistance, and on the lower time frames we will see that actually we have broken out of it at this point of time. But even if it pulls back, I would like to see that this area is getting held. If it does not get held, we may again come down to this 5587 area, and then to this 5575 to the 5558 area. This is the micro gap that we have on the monthly chart at this point. So if the price at this point wants to stay in the same TR, we may again come down to this area, and then we will see whether we are bouncing off of it or we are breaking it down and coming down to the bottom of this channel again, which will be around the 4560 or the 4565 areas. Also, if I look at the ATR, the last month's ATR ended at 409 points. So if we want to get above the current month's price and go 409 points from here, from 56 to 60, it definitely will get to that 6000 area. But if we are coming down and we say that from 5670 we are going to get down by 400 points, then we will be hitting somewhere in this area. So price will be back again in this buy zone that we had. Let us now take a look at the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, this was the first leg up and we are in the second leg up. However, we are getting stuck at 5670, and that has been a very stubborn resistance at this point. If we get above that, then our first target can be the 5680 to the 85 area, as we were seeing with respect to the midpoint on the midpoint of the channel on the monthly chart. And if we break out of here, I think we will surely get to this 5722 or the 5721 line, which is the current all-time all-time high for ES. Now, if we see that this was the first leg and we are in the second leg, and if we want to do a 1:1 of this whole thing, then we can come up to this 5970 area, or very close to the 6000 area. And we need to keep in mind that we did it very conservatively. We did not consider this bottom wick. We started from the open of this particular candle and went up to the till the close of this candle, and that takes us to 5970. However, if we are bringing down these levels, at that point of time, we will see that we will touch the 6000 level and maybe go to that 6202 to the 6205 areas. Now, if the price wants to come down and get below the open of the week at this 56.55 area, then we will mostly come down to this 56.50 area, where I am expecting there will be bulls again. But if it fails, we will come to this 56.38 area, and then we will have to see if that is holding. If that does not hold, then we can come down to the mid of the last week as well in the form of a pullback. And then if we do not hold that, we have this micro gap right here, which may be visited by the bears once again, which is in the 5583 to the 5577 areas. Looking at the ATR again on the weekly chart, which was 150 points. So if we go above 150 points from this particular line, then we will see that the price will bring us somewhere around 5797 or 5800 areas by the end of this week. Otherwise, if that is not happening, then from this top, if we are coming down 150 points and we break down all these areas, then mostly we will come down to that 5516 level once again. Now let us take a look at the daily chart. This is the high of yesterday. This is the close of yesterday. So this area can still have bulls. If we come down from here and we break down this 5651 line, that means that we are breaking down from this channel once again. Now we need to remember that we are not yet out of this TR, right? If you see, I have marked this line here as the daily double top in the 5670 area. Also above that, we have this 5673 to the 5676 area, which may act as resistance, much so because this particular line, this 5676.25, this is the midpoint of the daily channel that we have. So we are expecting that the price will come and hit this line once we get above this double top and we hold it. We will come to this area, and then we will see if we can go up to the top. And if we are going up to the extreme top, this 55700 or 5702 will be the area of the first target. And we can have a pullback from here, considering that this is the top of the channel on the daily chart. However, first of all, we have to break out of this 5670 area. But however, I am thinking that if we can hold on to this 38 to 40 area, and then we keep on breaking out this 56 area, and we get above the close of Friday, we get up the high of Friday, this is highly possible that we will come touch here and then keep breaking out to the upside. Now, again, looking at the daily ATR, we are at 73 points. So if we are considering that the price wants to go up 73 points from here, that will bring us somewhere to the 57.11 to maybe the 57.13 or 15 area, or even try to overshoot the ATR and get to the all-time high and try to break it out, right? So that is also possible. Now, on the downside, if the market drops by 70-80 points again, then we will be back in this buy zone again, which will be close to the 5597, 5598 area once again. But that play comes into the picture only when we have broken down this 38 to the 40 area. We have broken down this 5630. These are all major support and resistance areas that we have seen. And then we come down to this 5618 to the 20 area. Below that, we have support again at 5615, 5608. And finally, we can come down to this demand zone, right? But what catches my attention here is we were in a TTR away from the EMA. We came down almost to the Globex EMA, right? To the ETH EMA. But if you see, we kept the gap open and it kept going up. So the higher probability is that we break out of this trading range to the upside and hit these targets on the top. Again, if we are taking a look at not a very aggressive 1-to-1 on this TR, then we can say that 5704 may be the target for this TR to be completed to the upside. However, if we are becoming a bit aggressive and we consider that this is the whole TR that we have, at that point, we can even get to this 5746. We break out of this 5721 area. We break out of this channel. We break out of the ATH and we come to this area again. But looking at how the market has moved, once the breakout happens, I do not think the ATH will be the final stop for the market, and we will still be going up, although there can be a couple of days where the price is pulling back. Looking at the 4-hour chart, these are the different areas that we had earlier, and I would still keep those areas intact. That I'll just move it a little bit around maybe. But however, if we see that this is the whole trading range that we had, that we have a double top here. Once this double top is taken out, we can see this 5680 area, following which we can come up to this 5695, and then we can come up to this all-time high to this 5720 areas as well. Now, if you see here, if this was the top of the TR before we broke out of it, we have broken out of it, but the second candle, the follow through candle, is still a bearish candle at this point. We will have to see what happens in the morning if we are holding this particular trend line, and if we are bouncing from here on the 4-hour chart, then maybe we will try to get back here again and keep moving to the upside. Now, after this particular move up, we had the first leg down on the 4-hour chart. We did not have a second leg down yet, so it is possible that we come back to this 5652 areas, failing which we can come down to this 5638 to the 42 areas, and then we can finally come to this balance zone again. Once this balance zone is taken out, we will come to this 5610, and below that we can come back to this 5592 to the 5596 areas again. However, if we say that this is a tiered trading range, right, there's the first tier, this is the second tier, then if we are going to get another tier to the top, mostly we will come up to this 5715 area. We may get rejected there for the time being, but if we get above this 88 somehow, there will be a lot more targets on the upside to be hit by the bulls. Now, looking at the hourly chart, we see that the hourly chart has a couple of micro gaps that has left open. Now, the price got rejected at the top here. We have a double top right here. We had this wedge structure. We came below this wedge. We broke out of it. We came down to this again, and then we tried to go up. Got rejected again at this 5646 area. Came inside the wedge again and found the bulls back again, and then we are up. After this move up, if you see, we had the first leg down, we had the second leg down, and we had the third leg down. And after that, this was the first leg up, this was the second leg up, and then we are having a kind of a two-legged pullback at this point. Now we will have to see where this pullback ends in the morning, where the market is situated in the morning, and based on that we can take a call. This 5652 also has a double bottom in this area, so I will put a small trend line here just to remind me in the morning that here is an hourly double bottom that we had. If we are breaking out of this double bottom, mostly we will come back to this 50 to the 49 area, failing which we will see that 45, 46 area again. And then if we come below this 44 line, I will mark this whole area as a box, because this is where the bulls are expected to be. But if we are failing this, then mostly we will come down to this 5638 to the 40 area. We have the 4-hour EMA also there, so we will have to see if we are bouncing right off at 5640, and then see if the market is getting above this 46 line, this 50 line, and maybe we will be coming up to this 5670 area again. But this will be a very strong support as we go into tomorrow. Along with that, this 32224 area may also have some bulls, just because we came down after this bar was formed. We came down below that and we found the bulls here again and kept going back up. This was the 1-hour EMA that we could not break down. So now we will have to see if we come down here, if we break down these micro gaps, we come down here, we break down this hourly double bottom, and then we will have to see whether while coming down we are getting stuck at the 3840 area, or we want to come back down here. Once we break down this particular box, we can see the 18 to the 20 area again, below which we can come down to the 5610, 5605, and finally we can see the 5594 to the 92 area once again to the downside. Now, if we get above this particular line 5670 and we want to do a 1:1 of this candle tomorrow, then the price will come up somewhere near the 5681 line that we were expecting. But if we come up here and do not get rejected, mostly we will go above 5700 and try to get to the 80H. So now if we want to see here, this was the first breakout attempt, this was the second breakout attempt, this was the third breakout attempt that failed, and this was the fourth breakout attempt which came down but could not continue lower, and it bounced from here and went above the top again. Now we will have to see how this candle forms and how the price reacts overnight, and then tomorrow morning once we come back we can make a decision on how the path will be for the market tomorrow. Based on all these analysis, we will come back tomorrow morning at 8:45 a.m. EST for our pre-market call, and there we will decide how the market can move. If you want to join that call, the Google Meet link to that meeting is given in the description below. Click on that at 8:45 a.m. EST and we will let you in. Now, looking at the RTH 5-minute chart, the way that we ended on Friday was a two-legged move down. This was the first leg down, this was the second leg down, but this was a tremendous move up, right? This was the first leg, this was the second leg, this was the third leg, and this was the fourth leg. Now, if we are opening up somewhere in this area, we may want to see a third leg down, create a wedge to the bottom, and then go above and take out this 5664 area, get to the Globex high at 5670, considering 5670 continues to be the Globex high. That will be a very important area. After that, we can come to this 81 line, we can get to this 5685 after that, and then we have this double top area on the 5-minute chart on RTH, which is at 5693, following which we will get to this 5703. This 5705 will again be a major area, followed by the 5710, and then we can come to the 5715, followed by the all-time high. Now, once we came back till this point at 5570, we have been in a complete trading range, right? This is still looking like a very good bull flag, and if we say that the price wants to do a 1:1 of this whole range, the price can bring us up to 5791 very easily. That may not happen tomorrow, but that may be the ultimate goal where this particular chart is looking for. Now, on the downside, I would primarily want this area to be broken down. Once this area breaks down till the 35, we can come to the 30 area. We have to remember this is the 48 to the 30 area again. We can come down to the 30 area, following which we will get to see this 5624, then come down to this 5615, 5607, and subsequently to the 5599, and then to the 89 areas once again. So basically on the RTA chart, the support and resistance areas do not change, although I will keep in mind that there is a double top breakout right here at 5643.75, and I will keep a trend line there in a different color just to remember that that was a breakout area that is being revisited. We may also come down a little bit below this 3.5 and bounce from here, because if you see this 3.2 area has been the breakout area, the 32.75, and after that we do have a breakout gap right here from 32.75 to the 35 area. So even if we break down below this particular box, we may still find some bulls who will be sitting right here to push the price back up. And at that point of time, if we get above this double top line again, there is a bigger possibility that we are going to come and hit the top and try to break out once again if we are breaking out completely from the trading range. So that is all I have for now. As always, please like, share, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the notification icon. You will find the links to all these charts in the description below. Along with that, you will also find the link to our Facebook page and the free Discord server. You are very welcome to join there. I will end the video here tonight, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow morning at 8:45 a.m. EST on the Google Meet link given in the description below for the pre-market call. Till then, have a great night everyone. Bye.